I think her face makes it. She says it. All right, now, there are a lot of rewards to being self-employed, but there are even more risks. And one of those challenges is buying a house. But don't worry, guess who's here? Steve Currington with Currington Mortgage to help you get the answers. How are you, sir?
Good, man. How are you? You got a breath there? Do a little dance in there?
Have you ever done that, Lindy or Charles?
No, not gonna.
You will. I think I may pay to see that. All right, so let's talk about this buying a house when you're self-employed, right? What do we need?
Everything. So, just really what we want to communicate to people is that just have the expectation, you know, where people get frustrated in the home buying process is, oh my gosh, what else are they going to ask for next? What do they need? You know, I had a guy text me the other day, a friend of a guy that I'm doing a loan for, and we're mutual friends, and he said, do you need anything else like his blood type? And it was a picture of the stuff we needed from him. And really what it is just setting the expectation with the customer to let them know, we're going to ask for a lot of stuff. And in that process, try not to, it's still frustrating, but try not to be frustrated knowing that we're going to keep asking for stuff and keep asking.
But so if you set the bar there, if you go, they're going to ask me for everything, right? You won't be surprised, right? Sure.
And I think where people they think that, well, I have an 800 credit score and I've got $500,000 in the bank, and you know, so what do you need my tax returns for? Well, we need them. You know, you need them. And I've had good friends that said, I won't buy a house, or I'm not doing the loan because I don't want to provide all that stuff, and that's fine. If you have bought a $250,000 house and you have the cash, then don't get a loan.
Just go buy it.
But generally with self-employed people, you have tax returns, and we usually ask for 2 years of tax returns, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, depending on if there's an average we're wanting to show if their income's been spotty. And then all schedules. So you have people that have rental properties, they have other LLCs set up, they have other corporations that they're part of, that they're owners in, and the trail gets pretty long, because you know, if you've got, like, you're on your mom and dad's company that you're a corporate officer on, and that shows up on your tax return, now I need their corporate tax returns, and sometimes people don't want to provide that stuff. If you have K-1s, if all this stuff, every document creates a new one.
Well, and we've got to get. And what we're talking about, people being self-employed, probably a little bit older, you probably have more of a paper trail, you know, of things in life. And if you are, like, maybe some people watching right now are self-employed, they're sitting at home and they're thinking, I can't imagine investing in a house. Is it a good idea right now, let's just say in this market, to invest in real estate?
In Oklahoma, it always had, I mean, we haven't really seen a big impact, as we talked about before. We're pretty fortunate, but rates are so low that it's definitely a good time to do that. Not that next year won't be a good time either, but you just get more house for your money. You know, and I'm not saying rates are going to go up. We don't know what's going to happen after the election, but if they do, then you buy a house today at a low interest rate, and maybe in a year they've moved a point or a point and a half. And all you're looking at is you're buying the same house, but your payment's going to be higher. Or you can't afford that house you wanted, so you're buying a smaller house. So definitely it's a good time to buy. Awesome. Also refinance, because there's a lot of people that bought houses in the last 2 years that are at good rates 2 years ago, but they've continued to come down. And we went through all of our customers that we closed in 2010 just in the last 2 weeks and called them and said, hey, let's look at a refinance.
You're going to save some money.
See if you can save some money. I refinanced myself, and I bought 2 years ago, and saved a point from where I was a year ago.
And it's going to be better in the long run?
Sure,
that's awesome. Thanks, Steve. Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you, too.
You want to dance?
No.
Come on, man. You can reach Steve at Currington Mortgage. Give him a call at 918-394-5626. You can also email him. He'll answer any questions. Steve at curringtonmortgage.com, or log on to that website, curringtonmortgage.com. Thanks, man.